Alright, so in this episode, we are going to be continuously working on the product resource along with the post resource as the area where we will draw inspiration from how we build the filters. So, to get started with, let's head in here and change the icon because it looks a bit boring and we may want something more along the lines of a shopping cart. So, now that we've got the shopping cart added in, let's look at some of the areas where we create a new product or edit an existing one. So I'll head back in here, and how do we want to display the variants is the question. It gets quite cluttered if we have a lot on the content side. So my thought is actually to create a new tab, which we'll call variants, and it will have the schema set in here, and in here we want to have a repeater which is called variants. We want to make sure inside our product model that variants can be set. And as you may remember, inside the navigation resource, no, inside the navigation model, we also cast this as an array. So that's the other thing we also want to do. So we want to have, sorry, just getting version control by accident. So we want to have casts here, and we will call this variants as an array. Perfect. So now inside the product resource, we have this repeater here. We want to essentially create a schema, and in here we want to have a few different things. So we want to have the SKU, we want to have the price, and we want to have the title, we want to have the type, and on top of that, what else do we want? We want to have order is irrelevant because that's being stored in the database. For now, I'll leave it as this, but we will make this more advanced. So let's go back and see what we've got to work with here. So we can now add a variant. And in here, we can now add the title, the price, and that. Later on, we will be looking into how we can actually add in multiple variants. But for now, as in nested variants, so we can have one inside the other. But for now, we will leave it as it is, and we will just try to add one here with test, and then maybe just leave it with one for now. Perfect. And what else do we need? So in here, let's make sure that we also have some filtering. Now, we want to be able to filter by categories. And later on, I think we will make some potentially more advanced filters, but for now, I think we want to be able to filter by categories. Later on, we want to be able to filter by price being greater than something or lower than something. And when we have created some stock functionality as well, we may want to be able to filter by what is low or high in stock. But I think this pretty much covers everything in terms of the basic for the product resource. Later on, we will be working on having multiple variants because that's quite important, and that will be in the next video. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.